Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So today's is a little bit different and it is unfortunately something that has went wrong with one of my purchases. So as you can see from the title, it is to do with Valentino, and I'm basically going to go into a bit of a story about the whole thing, beginning to end, where we're at now and what I'm kind of waiting or hoping to happen. So if you cast your minds back to last year, for my 30th birthday, I went down to Bicester Village, and I went there with kind of an open mind. I didn't really have much in mind that I wanted, but I did know that I'd been searching for some trainers, just some plain white, really nice, really simple pair of trainers. So I did look around all of the shops, and the only place that I found something that I liked was in Valentino. I think the style that I did actually pick was maybe unisex or even men's, but I did find one in size 5. It was the only size that I had left actually. So at first I wasn't sure whether to get it or not. I was like, I don't know. They were £290, so it's the most I've ever spent on footwear ever. I mean, I've bought bags, but I've never bought luxury footwear, so I was a little bit hesitant. I said, let's leave it until the end of the day, we'll have another walk around, we'll come back, and if they're still there when we go back, it's fate, I'm meant to get them, and if not, then someone else got them, and that would have been fine with me. But yeah, I left it to fate, and we did go back at the end of the day and they were still there waiting for me, so I did end up purchasing them and I did absolutely love them. I'll insert some pictures. I don't have them with me anymore now, but I'll insert some pictures. They're just plain white, really simple, really classic. They've got little rock studs just around the back of the heel. You can watch my Bicester Village haul from last year if you want to see them in more detail and see what they look like on and everything. But yeah, so I was really over the moon with them, and I couldn't wait to wear them. My first luxury purchase, so yeah, I was really over the moon. So when I did eventually get them home, I was quite scared to wear them actually, just because they were all white, they were very clean. I didn't want to get them scuffed, I didn't want to mess them up or anything like that, so I didn't really wear them all that much, to be totally honest. I think I could count on one hand the amount of times that I took them out of the box. 4 or 5 times maybe, and every time I wore them I was tried to be really careful because, you know, I didn't want to ruin them basically. So one day, it was like the 4th or 5th time I'd went to get them out, put them on, and I looked at them and I thought, that's really odd, because 2 of the rock studs from the back of the shoe had come off, and I had no idea how that could have happened. I'd not been reckless, I'd not been doing anything that would mean that they would come off, and I was so disappointed. I was like, wow, like I've barely had these 2 minutes. So I bought them in the July. This happened in the September when I noticed they'd come off. So 2 months I'd had them, barely worn them, so I was really upset about it. But I thought, okay, I bought this from a luxury brand. The customer service is going to be fantastic, so they'll sort them out, they'll do whatever they can. This shouldn't have happened after 2 months. So I thought, right, it's fine. So what I did, I emailed the Valentino kind of main brand, sorry. So I went on the website. There's a little customer care form that you can fill in with all your details if anything went wrong. I took pictures, I attached my receipt that I still had from Bicester Village. I sent all the information over, and I was like, hopefully they'll sort it out, it'll be fine. So I got an automated email just telling me, thanks for your email, someone will reply. And someone did reply actually quite soon, a few days after I sent the email, and they just replied with, thank you for your email. If you'd like to bring your trainers into a boutique, we can take a look at them and decide what needs to happen. And they just gave me the address for the Sloane Street store and the Bond Street store, and that was it. Now, I live in Newcastle. I don't go down south very much. I went to Bicester for my birthday. It was just a treat. I'm not there all the time. I live 300 miles away, so the fact that they were like, just pop down, pop into the boutique, we'll take a look, isn't really good enough for me, because I can't just do that. You know, I'd have to pay petrol money to get down there, I'd have to book time off work, I'd have to, yeah, just plan it all, find somewhere to stay overnight, just all of that. So I replied, I said, unfortunately it's not convenient for me to just pop into the store. Is there anything else we can do? And they just said, okay, send us some pictures and we'll get back to you. So again, even though I'd already sent them, I sent them some more pictures and I was like, this is all the pictures, my receipt, everything. Please let me know what you can do. So after I sent that email with all the pictures and said I can't really get down to London that easily, I waited, I think it was 9 days passed and still I had no reply. So I thought maybe it's because I replied to the customer care email that they replied to me on, and maybe I had to go through the online form again. So I thought, okay, so I filled in the online form again, telling them everything that had happened previously. This has happened to my trainers, I can't get down to London, I've sent some more photos, please let me know what you think. No reply again. Just days went past, weeks went past. I thought, right, I'm going to have to try and contact them in person, or not in person but on the phone. So I called up the Bond Street store and asked them for their advice. I told them I've got ticket numbers because I've sent 2 online forms, I've got photos, receipts, I've sent everything to the customer care team, but I'm just getting no response. I'm getting the automated email saying thanks, we'll get back to you, but just no response at all. So I spoke to someone in the Bond Street store and they said they need to investigate it further. They need pictures, which I've already told them that I sent them, but yes, I'll send them again. This time he gave me a specific email for the boutique. I think it was something like bondstreet.boutique@valentino.com, something like that. So it gave me a specific email so that someone would pick it up and deal with this. So yeah, I was like, fine, I'll do it again. Send all the pictures again to this new email address, and they said someone would get back to me. Of course, nobody got back to me, so I rang Bond Street again. I spoke to a different person this time. I said, I've already sent all the emails, you can get them up. So she did get them up and she was like, yes, I can see that you've sent all this. She was like, what we're going to have to do is we need to see the trainers in person because we need to decide if they need to be sent to Italy to be repaired, and we can't do that without seeing them. So I must have called the Bond Street store so many times, I lost count. Sometimes they would pick up and say they'd get back to me, but no one didn't. Other times it would just ring and ring and ring. There wasn't a voicemail, it just rang and rang and rang. I just wasn't getting it anywhere. So I decided to ditch the Bond Street store and try Sloane Street. I thought someone maybe could help me there, so I did all the same thing again. I got the specific email for the store, I sent photos, I sent my receipt, I told them everything that had been going on. This had been going for a couple of months now. I said, please, I just need some sort of answer, I just want to get this sorted. As you will have guessed, I got no replies from the Sloane Street store. I tried calling them as well and I just couldn't get through. Now, bearing in mind this was now December, which I totally get, they'll have been so busy with Christmas, it will have been, you know, they won't have been taking calls because they'll have just been too busy, but I do get, but I was sending emails and just not even anyone was replying. One time I got an excuse where I called up and they were like, oh, I'm sorry, the customer care person is on holiday, can you call back? I called back weeks later and just nothing. I just wasn't getting anywhere and I felt like nobody cared, nobody wanted to fix my problem. Nobody wanted to do anything really. So finally, after Christmas, I thought the only way I'm going to get this sorted, I'm going to have to go down there. I'm going to have to pay money in petrol, I'm going to have to pay money to stay in a hotel, I'm going to have to take time off work, and I'm going to have to take my trainers down there because I'm not getting through on phone or by email to anyone. So in January, we planned a trip down there for the weekend. Me and my boyfriend went, I took the trainers, I took my receipt, I took everything, and we went into the Sloane Street store. As soon as I got in there, there was nobody else in there, so I was like, oh great, they can like just concentrate on me and we can sort this out, there's no other customers or anything. So we went in there, I went up to the till, I was like, hi, I've had a little bit of a problem. This has been going on since July last year. Sorry, I bought the trainers in July last year. In September, the rock studs fell off the back of my shoe. I've been emailing, I've been calling, I've had no response. The only response I've ever had is come down to the boutique, or we might need to send them to Italy, but we need to see them in person. I told them how far away I lived. I told them, you know, I just bought these on a trip when I went to Bicester and everything. I've just told them that I've had no help whatsoever. I've had to come down physically to kind of get this sorted. He took everything in, I printed out all my emails, I showed him, I highlighted all the dates of everything. He did apologise for not having any responses from anyone, but that was about it. So he basically said these need to be sent to Italy because they can't sort out the problem in store. They don't have the authority to do that. They have to be sent to Italy to be looked at. And he told me, you didn't have to come all the way down to the boutique. You could have sent them to us. And I said in my email responses, not once did anyone say, please just send the trainers to us. All I got in my email responses were, please come to the boutique and these are the addresses of the Bond Street store, the Sloane Street store. That was the only response I've ever had from anyone, is to come down. Never once did they say, go to Bicester Village or send these by post. They just said, come to the boutique. So that's what I've done, and I've said, he did apologise for that and said, I'm really sorry that you've had to travel all this way, but we can't do anything in store. These have to be sent to Italy. He said they'd be sent to Italy for up to 13 weeks. And I was like, wow, like that is a long time. Obviously, I know they have things to do, other people's repairs to make, but he did say as well that it's not guaranteed that they will be repaired. He couldn't basically tell me anything that was going to happen until they looked at them in Italy. So I told him I really, really was unhappy with the customer service. I just felt like I wasn't getting through. This had been months and months of just trying to get an answer from someone, a phone call, an email, anything. And I told him I was really, really unhappy with the service. I said, even if they can fix the trainers and give me, you know, the new pair back with it's all fixed, I don't trust that they won't fall off again. For this to happen 2 months after I bought them, I don't trust that that's not going to happen again. And he said, madam, these trainers are delicate. He said, this is going to happen. These trainers are not to be worn recklessly or anything like that. And he could see, he was like, I can tell from the condition, you have not worn these trainers a lot. And he was like, but they are delicate. We tell all our customers our items are delicate. And I was like, but this should not happen. If you're paying this much for a luxury brand, you at least expect to be treated a little bit better. So I was really, really upset with him. And I said, even if I do get these trainers back fixed, I don't want them anymore. I don't want this brand anymore, because I feel like you're telling me they're delicate. It probably might happen again. You're telling me that the customer care team don't really do anything. You're telling me the only solution is to send to Italy. And he said in the store he didn't have the authority to give me a refund or anything like that. He said, we don't do refunds. He was like, in his time of working there, he's never known anyone to get a full refund for a product. All they ever get is store credit. So if these trainers are not fixable, they're going to give me store credit, but I don't want to own anything from Valentino after this experience. I just don't. So I really don't know what I'm going to do if they give me store credit. I mean, I might try and buy something else that maybe doesn't have rock studs, something else that's not so, you know, delicate, and just maybe try and sell it or something, because I don't want anything from this brand. You expect them to be a lot better made than what they are, and he had no excuse for it. So I'm just really, really upset by the whole process. I'm still waiting, so I think it's been 4 weeks now, so I've got a long while to go if it goes to 13 weeks, and I will update you once I know what happens. But yeah, I was just really disappointed that, you know, no refunds. It's not even guaranteed to be repaired. If it is repaired, I don't even want the trainers, because I don't want to wear them again if that's going to happen, because all of the items are delicate. And yeah, it was just a really disappointing experience. And what kind of made it more clear to me was we came out of Valentino and then we walked into Louis Vuitton and we were treated so differently. I exchanged something that I didn't want and they were like, yeah, fine. Absolutely no problems at all. And they were just so nice to us, and just the comparison in the customer service was just a bit crazy, really. So yeah, I just don't ever want to shop in Valentino again. Whatever happens, if I get these trainers back or if they give me store credit, and if I get something else, I probably will sell it to someone that likes the brand, because I just don't want anything from them anymore. So yeah, £290, 6 months later, and it's just, yeah, I'm really, really unhappy with the brand. But that's where I stand at the minute. I'll show you something that I got instead while I've been waiting to hear back from Valentino. So what I wish I would have done in the first place is just get my trusty Nike Air Max. This is what I wanted from the start, really. Plain white trainer, just simple, and Nike, you can't go wrong with Nike, and I wish I'd just got these, and I wish I never bought the Valentino trainers, but it's a mistake I'll learn from, and I'm just so much happier with these, and they cost a fraction of the price. I think because I can get these in kids sizes, I'm a size 5, I got these for £45, and the Valentino trainers were £290. That was at an outlet price, so I think they'll have been upwards of £300–400 if I got them brand new, and the quality difference is insane. These are just going to last me so long, and I'm really happy with how they look compared to the Valentinos that just broke within a couple of months because they're delicate. And that's it. So thank you for watching my story. Whatever you think of Valentino, whether you like them, whether you don't, I hope this just gives you a little bit of awareness when it comes to their products that do have rock studs on. Just be so careful with them, and unfortunately you probably won't be able to get a refund, which is really disappointing. They'll either fix them for you or give you store credit, and that's just something I wish I knew before I purchased the trainers, because I probably wouldn't have bought them in the end. But yeah, if you have any other experience with Valentino or anything like that, please do let me know, because I'd love to hear that it's not just me. I mean, I have had some replies from people on Instagram who have told me they've had the same experience. Some girl, she had the rock stud heels, and I think the heel snapped off after a few wears, and they're just not replying to her. I've had other people that have had similar experiences get in touch with me, so just to know that it's not just me is kind of a little bit comforting, and just so we can warn other people to be a bit more wary when it comes to this brand. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you back for more videos. And don't forget, I'm on Instagram at looksandlifeuk, and I also have a blog which is looksandlife.co.uk. So thanks again for watching. I hope you liked this video, and I hope it gave you a little bit of insight, and do let me know of any of your experiences as well. So thanks again, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.